In 1999, Caterpillar Financial moved into their world headquarters in Nashville. As a global company dedicated to a wide variety of clients, they needed an office that could embrace change. They chose Hayworth's adaptable architectural interiors, starting with the Nexus low-profile access floor with structured zone technology. This gave them a shorter move-in schedule and flexibility for the future.
Once we saw that floor and how the wire management of the cabling and those kind of things, the features that the floor had, looked like something that we may want to take advantage of. From a facility standpoint and from an IT standpoint, the ability to plug and play, we can merely just pull up a tile and move our cables around if we even have to move the cables around.
It took 4 hours maybe to do the zone boxes here, whereas if we had to do it in the ceiling, you're probably looking at 2.5 weeks. And there's not much, you know, if you ever have to add anything, it's a big chore to have to get back up in the ceiling to, you know, add any receptacles or anything from there, whereas here, you know, 1 or 2 squares and you're there, whatever you need, because it's, you know, you got extender boxes throughout the floor. And from here, you can do anything you want to. It's just, the zones are evenly planned out, so within 5 or 10 feet, you're ready to go if you need to add a receptacle. So it's great, saves a lot of man hour.
For a single drop, we can run that drop in 30 to 35 minutes with the lay-in technology in the floor, where a traditional wiring system, it would take us an hour to an hour and 10 minutes.
We had heard about movable walls, we had heard about demountable walls, and we made the conscious decision to go with the movable walls. You no longer need to have construction people come in, tear down walls, sheetrock dust, workplace disruption, people you know, having to relocate to other areas of the building for weeks. We can do this in days now. Not only did it give us the mobility to move the walls, it was just a gorgeous, beautiful workplace environment, and we thought that we would like to provide that to our employees. Not only give them a beautiful place to work, but also give us the benefit of a tremendous cost savings associated with our 30% churn factor.
Years later, Caterpillar Financial now has 850 full-time employees and a 45% churn rate. They've absorbed other offices and created new business groups over the years. Steve Zanolini is the head of facilities management. He helped organize the move into the building in 1999 and supervises ongoing changes.
Caterpillar is a very dynamic company. We're continually growing, and as a result of that growth, we're relocating employees to better accommodate workflow and therefore to improve productivity and performance. The systems of movable walls and the access floor give me those tools that I can accommodate them as fast as possible. About 6 months ago, the company decided it was going to offer a credit card, actually a virtual credit card, to encourage owners of Caterpillar equipment to use this to buy parts. That created an entirely new department. And we were able to accommodate the staffing of that department within weeks, working with my planner, just because we had the flexibility of moving workstations around to create the space to then put a new department in.
Caterpillar Financial's ability to adapt to change while maintaining excellent productivity in all areas and levels of the company resulted in them receiving the prestigious Malcolm Baldrige Award. Dan Walsh is Cat Financial's Continuous Improvement Manager. He guided the company as they compiled the data for the Baldrige Award examiners. Even their physical workspace was able to play a role in this huge undertaking.
displaying things such as movable walls and wiring under floors illustrates to them, that them being the examiners, that we are flexible. Again, certainly not the only way we show that we're a flexible and an agile organization, but it's one more little factor that shows, we try to be very responsive. And one of the ways we do that, gee, I can't think of too many days where it doesn't seem like there's not some reconfiguration going on in the building, because we are a very quick-moving organization. We've had an awful lot of folks come through this building. We give a lot of tours, and they're usually quite impressed, not only by just the beauty of the facility, but how quiet it is, how much work seems to be getting done, how it seems to work very smoothly.
We're well satisfied with the functionality and the flexibility that the systems offers. And as the facility manager and the one that has to actually oversee it, I'm certainly glad they made the decision to go this way 6 years ago when they were planning the building.